So hi guys, welcome to Cinephile. Today I'm going to be talking about something that has been on my mind since that season came, and that season is Moon Knight, which released in 2022. So let me ask you a question, was Moon Knight good? Many people will have a positive answer, but if you ask some Marvel fans, they will say, nope, I didn't like it, because they only want action and more action. Jumping to 2025, we are seeing this again with Thunderbolts. You see, in Thunderbolts, we are shown a character, Bob, who goes through a hell of an experiment and becomes Sentry, the god. But Bob has a very dark past. He had a very dysfunctional family, and he becomes Sentry. His alter ego, called Void, takes over because the darkness that was inside him becomes another person. Marvel is trying these new concepts, but people are not willing to accept them. Now let me take you back to Moon Knight, the thing I'll discuss first. So if you remember Moon Knight, which some of you might have watched, I would really recommend you watch it. Spoiler warnings ahead. In Moon Knight, we see a guy, Isaac, who is really alone and haunted by his past. He develops 3 alter egos, each with different personalities. So split personality is a real thing in his life. What Marvel is doing is turning these internal struggles into characters to show what these identities are doing inside our body. I don't understand why people aren't willing to see series or movies with these kinds of concepts. Instead, they want to see She-Hulk twerking or Captain America resolving domestic issues and asking the president about things he shouldn't even know. This is the problem I've seen with Marvel fans. They're not willing to change or accept change. One of the main reasons for this is the fans who don't want change, so Marvel is catering them while all creative projects are getting shelved. You have to let Marvel try new concepts. If we don't, we'll be stuck with the same boring content. The series that came after Moon Knight and Loki, they were so bad, it was like Marvel was capitalizing on the action drama genre and just trying to make it work again and again. They even tried adding comedy in those series, and the only people that laughed were the critics. You have to understand, the movie market is different from the series market. Movies are for theatrical release. These high-flying action films and Mission Impossible style sagas. People go to the theater for that. But for series, we are at home, on OTT platforms, and we want to get something out of it. We're not just here to enjoy, we want to learn something too while enjoying. So when Marvel tried to make meaningful series like Moon Knight, it failed, because people were just used to the action genre. Disney's mistake was putting the Marvel series in front of a general audience, not just Marvel fans. People started liking new shows, comic geeks loved Daredevil, and even those who weren't Marvel fans enjoyed it. People loved Daredevil because it was gritty, grounded, and emotionally rich. Unlike typical Marvel content, it focused on real-world struggles, moral dilemmas, and intense character development. Matt Murdock felt human, flawed, and conflicted, and the brutal, realistic action made every fight impactful. Add to that a compelling villain like Kingpin, and you had a show that delivered serious adult storytelling in a superhero setting. It stood out by treating its audience with maturity and respect. Marvel thought this would work again, but in the case of Moon Knight, it didn't. So Marvel went back to its action drama formula and made some bad series. I'm sorry for mentioning She-Hulk again and again, but it's the worst piece Marvel created after Thor: Love and Thunder. They destroyed Thor. They destroyed Thor, you have to say that. I'm just here trying to explain why Moon Knight failed, and why people aren't accepting things like these that Marvel is trying to do. Thunderbolts was also based on mental health issues. It was marketed that way in early screenings before the original release. People were told it's a mental health movie, but they didn't connect with Bob. This was a whole intense movie. I even made a meme on my Instagram account that said, "Thunderbolts will be saved with the power of friendship," but it was just a meme. The real story is that Sentry or Void or Bob is like 3 people in one, just like Moon Knight. And Bob was saved by the power of friendship. The loneliness inside him had created a void. The task of the Thunderbolts wasn't to snap something like Thanos. They weren't Captain America or Iron Man. They just had to be there for their friend Bob. And when they were there for him in the Void sequence, spoilers obviously, the Void was gone. It literally vanished, because instead of darkness, he had his friends. That was the crux of the movie, but people didn't understand, or they didn't want to. So in conclusion, we have to let Marvel try. We have to let them explore new genres, but we also need to keep them in check so they don't create garbage. One thing to note, Sentry and Moon Knight have more or less same mental issues, but Sentry is far more powerful. He is literally unstoppable. If you're interested in knowing how he truly got these limitless powers, check out this video I made, link also available in description. That's all from Cinephile. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it. See you again in the next video. Bye bye.